Micdup.
Hold tight. We're going to our plan.
Highlights from Lowlifes.
Charlie Brown dance, which was discomforting in every level that you could possibly imagine. Oh God, here they are.
Yes, I did.
All right, this may be
I actually called it the Josie and the Pussycats team.
That's how screwed up his pop culture life is. So anyway, welcome to the Highlights from Lowlife show. This is our 109th episode, and we're calling it our 100th anniversary show. Yay! We are live in Alameda, California here at Almanac Brewing. You can see some of the tanks that are doing all the hard work for them right now. And JC's going to show off his sleeve with the Almanac logo. But it's great to be here. Almanac has been a partner with us from day one for this show. So we couldn't, we can't figure it out, but we're not going to argue. So we are here to continue our show and to enjoy some Almanac beers. We are knee deep in it already. It's great to have you guys along for the ride. We do got a couple of shout outs, and I think we're going to do them throughout the show. But right off the top of the bat, our good friend and longtime contributor, Big Juicy, is doing some recovery in the hospital, and we miss you. You need to be here with us for the next time. So, that was a virtual cheers there, Big Dave, Big Juicy. So,
Are we dedicating the show to him?
yeah, well, sure, why not? Yeah, I mean, it'll have no impact whatsoever, but we'll dedicate the show to Dave Hall, Big Juicy. We are thinking of you, buddy, so hopefully you'll get better soon. But all right, so tonight we thought, because for our 109th show, which is our 100th anniversary show, we thought we'd come to Almanac Brewing and do a show where we relate different Almanac beers to different stories, times, people, places in baseball history. So it's going to be kind of a different but fun show. We'd love you guys to contribute. Call in, but you can hit the live button, or the microphone button, I should say, down at the bottom of your screen. Leave us a 30-second message. Leave multiple messages, but give us a call in and talk to us about how weird some of Marty's choices are and how wonderful some of mine are, and we'll go from there. So once again, the topic tonight is how Almanac beers relate to Major League Baseball to each of us. So JC has a script and a fully typed out 9-page dissertation. He's a lawyer.
Son of a bitch, he really does. Look at this.
He's a lawyer.
Look at this.
Your Honor. We'll turn it over to JC to start us off.
Your Honor. All right. Hey, cheers. I'm having an Almanac True American Lager. This is a beer that reminds me of old style of Stroh's, the old time beers that we used to have and at the ballparks. And that reminds me of 10-cent beer night in Cleveland, June 24th, 1974. Yes. Was this a great idea? What could go wrong? Legendary coach Billy Martin brought his Rangers to the Municipal Stadium, the Mistake by the Lake, and they had just had a full-blown row in Texas with his Rangers and the Indians, and then they come to Cleveland for this series. So it's 10-cent beer night. Now, this started off really well, because during the national anthem, a fan and a beer vendor got into an actual physical fight. And that's how it started. The final totals were 9 arrests, 3 ER visits, 19 streakers, three bases stolen by fans, and the game ended. The Indians tied it after trailing the whole game, 5-5 in the ninth. But a riot broke out, and they had to call the game as a 9-0 forfeit by the Indians to the Rangers. This was a great promotion, and they repeated it about 3 weeks later, which I don't know what the Indians were thinking, but that's what they were thinking. All right,
Recap, counselor. Where was this?
Cleveland,
And
the mistake by the lake,
What year?
1974. Marty,
Yeah, all right, fine.
Next batter?
All right.
This downtime and blank screen brought to you by.
Good evening. You know, you step up here with these guys and you know there's a feeling, and it's a feeling that people are clicking off all over the country right now. But, you know, this is a big occasion, so I got the clip-on tie. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Terry, for that. But, you know, tonight I'm drinking an amazing beer. And I said the Almanac continues to just bring me to my knees. This is an IPA they call Socks in the Sandbox. Socks in the Sandbox. It's tremendous. It's got that little IPA taste, but it's not overwhelming. It goes down easy. It's a tremendous beer. It's close to perfection. And that's what I want to talk about. Oh, the lights come on.
That's lighting.
Wow.
We're talking about
So that means the light has come on, so pay attention to me. But at this point, I want to bring on one of our fellow lowlifes, Rob Weber, to help me out with this. Rob, come here. Rob, come here, please. I said it's close to perfection. And you know, we're talking about, we're in the playoffs now. One team that was really close but didn't make it was the New York Mets. And the Mets said, no, this one, how got you here? The Mets had some great players. They had Soto, Juan Soto.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they have Arenado or something?
No, they didn't.
But-
He's on the Cardinals.
Okay, he's on the Cardinals. But, you know, what are some of the other great players for the Cardinals?
Juan Soto,
Juan
Pete
Soto.
Alonso,
Alonso, that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Francisco
Right.
Lindor.
Lindor?
Yeah.
Why can't these guys make the playoffs?
Luis Angel Acuna.
And everybody was saying it was a pitching problem. It was a pitching problem. They can't make it from here. They can't make it from here. They can't make it. Yeah, forget it. Bullshit. The problem with the Mets,
What's the problem with the Mets?
I'm glad you asked. They need an exorcism. There's a hex on the Mets. Whom is to blame? And as Americans, we need someone also to blame. I said, it's not the president, it's this, it's a I did a lot of deep thinking with this. And a lot of Chico Escuela. And his classic book, Bad News About the Mets. Who can forget that? They had Keith Hernandez, they had everything. But so there's the problem. Unless they exonerate.
No.
Okay, all right. Unless they get rid of the hex on Chico Escuela, the Mets will never make the playoffs. Here it is. Thank you, Almanac. Having a great time. Love you very much. Thank you very much. Good night.
Mark, pick somebody.
Now we have to pick
He's already on
somebody.
his.
That was a great exit. Now I have to come back and pick somebody?
Yes. I'm coming.
Oh, shit. All right. Landerman, come on.
Oh.
No.
No?
No.
Weber.
The guy that he pointed at.
Marty, exterminative rate is on Wikipedia, not the other, just whatever dictionary.
Extortionate. That's
I got two things to say.
All right. As many of you know, my favorite Almanac beers are the sours. Just because I haven't been able to try any of the other beers, because that's all that they give me all the time. So tonight's story is about the strawberry Sour Nova beer. So what do you think of when you think of strawberry Sour Nova? I think of Daryl Strawberry. Let me tell you an absolutely true Daryl Strawberry story that is very sour. Spring training, Vero Beach, Florida. Strawberry is a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Agreed. Strawberry is playing right field. My buddy Mike and I, we have achieved third row seats right behind the Dodgers dugout. If you understand the Vero Beach setup, the dugouts are actually a hole in the ground. There's a bench behind it. The players sit on the bench and their feet dangle into the hole in the ground. There is no walls. The players you can reach out and touch them. Strawberry's playing right field. The Reds are batting. A Reds batter, a left-hander, crushes a ball down the right field line. It's foul. It careens off the fence and into right field a few yards from Daryl Strawberry, who refuses to retrieve the ball because it's too far away and he's busy basking in the shade that is the tree has provided in right field. So a ball boy has to get up and run from the dugout all the way into right field to get this baseball that Strawberry refuses to get because it's not a part of his contract. I've had a few beers. I stand up, again, three rows behind the Dodgers dugout, and I yell at the top of my lungs, "Don't worry, Daryl, we'll get the ball." The crowds, they erupt into laughter. Tommy Lasorda turns around and glares at me. How dare you? Most of the rest of the Dodgers bench is bent over laughing because I have said what they can't say. Daryl comes in after the inning. I'm staring down at the ground because I realize I'm persona non grata. And he looked, "Who said that?" And a few people pointed at me because, of course, I wasn't pointing at me. And Daryl looked at me and he said, "That was a good one." So that's my story. Strawberry Sour Nova, Daryl Strawberry. All right.
Did he think that came from his dugout?
No.
He heard it from the stands.
He heard it from the stands, yes.
Get back up there. No, dumbass. You walk like you All right. So this show was already off the rails. So it's great to be here. And first off, I also missed thanking our live studio audience that's here tonight. This is more packed than it.
Wait. We should call them out by name.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have time for that. Golf clap?
There's so many people here, it would be ridiculous.
This may take a while. Well, no.
The round of applause we got, you could tell that this is a bigger crowd than Jimmy Kimmel's first night back. Anyway.
We could be off the air too.
We could be, yeah. So my first story, when I got here tonight, actually, I was not aware of this beer. It's only available here at the brewery. And it is German beer season. Let's face it, it is Oktoberfest. And I've already had a couple of those. That's just what I do. I love Oktoberfest. I love the beers. But they have this beer they call the Jeff Dunkel. The Jeff Dunkel. And this is a delicious beer. It's a really dark beer, really rich in flavor, but it's got a really light finish. I'm really digging this beer. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, Jeff Bagwell, as a superstar and a Hall of Famer, Jeff Bagwell was a guy that was never afraid to get dirty. He always played hard. And he's kind of a Dunkel beer. The guy played hard and covered his uniform in mud and dirt and whatever else he could find. I think probably self-inflicted a lot of the time, but I really enjoyed watching him play. And Jeff Dunkel reminded me of Jeff Bagwell. And if you don't like it, I'm drinking the beer anyway. Now, we can't get Terry to stop talking, so I feel like it's the right time to bring him up here.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here. I'm drinking the future is fluid. The future is fluid.
Which is what's going to happen in the bathroom in a few minutes.
It just reminds me of just the future of MLB just being kind of in the dumps. But the beer is great. Thank you, Almanac. You know, I'm a little stumped on this one because not really prepared, and I'm not the sharpest. I'm sharpening the tools in the shed. Still sharpening. So, Teddy Bear, you get ready. It's going to be short. Dave Hall. Big Juicy. Gosh, I hope you get better fast. Did you know, Dave? Did you know Big Juicy's in the hospital? Anyway,
show and not audience.
Yeah, well, Big Juicy's recovering. Teddy Bear, are you ready? I am. Good to see y'all.
Hey folks, Teddy Bear here. So glad to be back here at Almanac again for another show. It's been a great time. I'm glad they're sponsoring us. They always show us a good time and very appreciative. I'm drinking a Oktoberfest. It is the freshest Oktoberfest I've ever had, right out of the tap, right here. It is absolutely awesome. So with that said, Oktoberfest. Unfortunately, that's the end of the year. I'm thinking back at the start of the season, my story is, when I pick up an Oktoberfest, is I'm thinking back at the start. My supervisor at work and I make it a point to go to the opening day season all the time. It's been like, 12 or 14 seasons in a row. We've been able to acquire tickets to opening day, and we always go. And one time we were at the stadium. We got there early. We had a few beers at outside, and we went inside. Went to see my sister, who sits right behind home plate at Oracle Park, and we went to visit her because it was well before the game. Just saying hello to her friends around the area where she sits. And these ushers came around and said, "Hey, we're short of people holding the flag for the opening day ceremonies. Would anybody like to help us out and grab the flag, take it on the field, and go with it?" So we said, "Sure." We both raised our hand. And they said, "Come with us." And there are season ticket holders that paid money to do this. They went to the day before, they did practice for this. And we go down there to the arcade, and they have a big long flag. It must have been 100 yards long. It was amazing. And it was out there. They said, "Just grab a hold of this and do what the next guy next to you does. We're going to walk out in the field. We're going to go and we'll roll it out. We'll, when the flyover comes over, you just wave it a little bit, and then we gather it all up and we'll take it out." Okay, that was our instructions. What the heck? So here comes the opening day ceremonies. We go out there in the field. We are walking out through the arcade, through where the Tipperell's Alley is, I guess it is now. And I'm holding it under my arm. I'm walking around down by the right field line, and there's JC and YFH sitting in their front row seats down the right field line. We said, "Hey, how you doing?" Their jaws dropped down. "What are you doing out there? How'd you do that?" And we said, "See ya." So we walk out there, we stop, and then they did this ceremony where they introduced all the people out there. That was the year that Barry Zito got booed on opening day, and he turned out to be the absolute hero that year. And anyway, it is so awesome to be out there. And then they said, go. And we started pulling this flag out and we stretched this thing out. It was 100 yards long. It was like from left field to right field. And we pulled it tight and they were singing the national anthem and the jets flew over the top and we were waving the flag. It was awesome to be out there on the field during that. It was just the right place at the right time. And that's what I think about at the start of the season every year. It was so much fun. Cheers.
Nice. All right. Normally at this point in the show, we would do my favorite segment, which we call What You Drinking. But since we're at the brewery and we're drinking and talking about it as we go, we don't really, the whole show is really a What You Drinking. So we're gonna bypass that and go right into our second round. And we'll have JC lead this one off again. He is the prototypical leadoff hitter.
Top of the order.
Nothing but speed out of this guy.
Speed. Cheers, folks. I've been drinking a Buenos Fibras, which is a part of the lager series at this brewery, and it is great. It is just light Mexican lager, very nice. And it reminded me of a couple of closers that I have seen. Mariano Rivera, Camilo Duval, and you know, you got a Hall of Famer and a flash in the pan. Okay. And you know, you got Trevor Hoffman and then you got a flash in the pan, you know. I mean, that's the closer deal. It's either you're good for over a long haul, like Mariano and Trevor, or Camilo, whose 10-cent head got in the way of his $1 million arm. It always got a flaw. So I was thinking of the Milwaukee Braves, going back as I do. Weber accuses me of you know, talking about things before the Great Flood, or earlier. So the Milwaukee Braves had a closer who was spectacular, but very short-lived. And like a certain announcer for the Chicago Cubs, his flaw was an affinity for the beer sponsor's product. So Milfamy was the closer for the Milwaukee Braves. And he comes into games and was closing them out, you know, just killing. And the team that they killed the most was the Chicago Cubs. So Milwaukee's coming into Chicago for a series. And they know they don't want to see Famey pitch. So the clubhouse guy and a couple of the Cubs get together and they buy a couple of cases of Famey's favorite beer. And they conspire to put a whole supply in the bullpen. So it's a close game. The Braves are leading 4-3 in the ninth. And Famey by this time has finished a lot of the beer that was there. He comes out, he hits the first guy, puts him on, walks the second guy on 4 pitches. Then he gets a comebacker right to him, and he stumbles off the mound and is impaired enough that he doesn't get anybody out. Okay? Bases loaded. He throws a wild pitch, and that scores the tying run. So now we're here. He throws 3 more balls to that guy, and he walks. So bases loaded again. Tie ball game. He proceeds to walk the guy in with the winning run on 4 pitches. And the Cubs said it was the beer that made Milfemi walk us. Cheers.
As we look at the beautiful brewery in the background, which one of you moves us up next?
I'll go.
Oh, good. Here comes Weber.
Yes, have a beer.
The over/under is set at 6:37.
6:25. Now I've got 12 minutes. All right. I have often told these guys that my favorite Almanac beer is the Love Hazy IPA, which for some odd reason I can't find down by me in the South Bay.
It's right in front of you.
Tom. But let's tell a baseball story related to the Love Hazy IPA. Our crowd of 3, could be 4, maybe 5. Thank you for showing up. I want to talk about Cal Ripken's record-breaking game. We're talking about the Love Hazy IPA and my love for the game of baseball. And I think that night when Ripken broke the record for consecutive games played, that was a tribute for baseball. It wasn't about what the final score is. I don't think anybody remembers who won the game or what the score was.
6-5 Baltimore.
Yeah.
Know it all.
The sad thing is, I bet he's right. But baseball had planned this in advance. They knew that this was a big event. And as soon as they hit the 6th inning, a legal game, Ripken had broken the record, and they let him do that walk around the stadium at Camden Yards, and everybody got to participate in that, the entire crowd, the players on both teams, the coaching staff, managers on both teams, anybody that was in association with that game recognized that what he had done, right or wrong, because some people argue about whether or not he hurt his team by playing that many consecutive games. But you got to stand up and say, wow, what you've done is amazing. To come out every day and do your job, not take a sick day, not take an injury day, not be on the disabled list, these kinds of things. And they let Major League Baseball let the fans across the country drink it in. Hey, this is a big event. Let's celebrate it. I don't know if the Orioles are going to be in the playoffs. I don't know if the team they're playing against will be in the playoffs. But Cal Ripken did something that will never in the history of baseball be replicated. I mean, we're talking today's game. Manny Machado got a day off a couple days ago. He was in the top 5 players of an active streak of like 345 games or something like that. Ripken's was 21-31. So we're never going to see that again. And we should appreciate that whether we like Cal Ripken or not. So the Love Hazy IPA and the love of baseball. See how I intertwine them? All right. Who's next? All right. Who's next? I will stand here until somebody comes up here. All right. Marty's coming.
All right, Marty.
I started at 6:25. I'm done at 6:28.
No one took the under.
You can take the under. I can guarantee the under on this one. All right. Once again, we're here at the Almanac Brewery. They make great beer. Very gracious for them to be our sponsor for such a long time. No one has expected us to be over 100 episodes. I gave us 4, but you know what? But tonight I'm drinking. There's something I didn't realize till I showed up this afternoon. They got a new IPA, which of course, if anybody tuned into the show before, I hate. But here it is. I'm drinking it. It's Socks in the Sandbox, and even got it in a can. And I bought some. I'll have it at home. Socks in the Sandbox. It's a great beer. It really is. Which I mean, then there's a couple of baseball teams that have the word socks in it. So let's explore that. Let's explore that. First one is the Boston Red Sox. Tremendous team. They've had great legacy. They're in the playoffs, but I don't care. Let's talk about the other Sox, the White Sox. And I can go down the rabbit hole and I can hear you can hear all the noise in the background, all guys. Here he goes again. The White Sox, the 1919 scandal and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go there. Let's talk about Chicago itself. When we had the opportunity, due to some Mr. Landerman and his connections, which were phenomenal, and I'll get to that in a minute. I had an opportunity to visit Chicago for the first time, and it's still. When was that? No. Come on. When was it? A couple years ago?
Yeah.
It's still 23. It still humbles me today. We had a chance to see the Cubs play, and somehow we were the second row after the Cubs dugout. But there was not. But it was just Wrigleyville. Yeah, I'm drunk, so I'm on a roll. So up yours. So it is literally if you have any interest in baseball whatsoever, you got to go to Chicago. And the White Sox, even to go back, we're talking about the Sox. The White Sox Stadium was a lot of fun, and it's a beautiful stadium. But just to visit Chicago and all that has the pizza, the greatest time was on the Navy Pier one afternoon. Remember this guy? Yeah. We're just sitting after, and this band was playing. They were tremendous. We just had a great time.
Top 5 in the country.
What, the pier or the band? The pier. The top 5 piers in the country. They rate piers. Man, if Chicago is not on your list of baseball, move it to number 1. Never, but, and I talked about the people and excuse me, I just misspoke. Talked about the place now. It was the people that made it happen. The dive bar down the street after the ball club, we couldn't get out of there. Four people came across the country to see the Cubs play in an afternoon. We were celebrities. It's a great place. It's a great town. It's a great people, and I can't wait for the next time to go back to Chicago. So, thank you.
Sox beer.
Socks.
Well, Marty was waxing rhapsodic there. It was delightful, and
But
I'm
can you-
going to regret saying that.
But can you spell that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's apropos of nothing.
Huh?
So, in 1914, the Boston Braves somehow managed to win their only championship while they played in Boston. They were the underdogs from day one to the end of the World Series. Oh, really? Yeah, but I'm going to take it a different way, maybe. But at that season, the Philadelphia Athletics, far superior team with Connie Mack managing them. The Boston Braves, out of nowhere and for no justifiable reason whatsoever, swept the Athletics. And one of the keys for the Braves to win the National League Championship and advance to the World Series was late in the season in 1914. A very severely beer hungover defensive superstar came to the plate with the game on the line. Now, the night before, he had partied extensively with champagne and beer, and I believe that the beer that he was drinking was a very similar recipe to the Almanac True Lager. And I think he drank a whole lot of True Lager. And again, this was a guy who was a defensive whiz, Hall of Famer, not known for his hitting. But at the 9th inning, with the game on the line, Rabbit Moranville stepped to the plate and knocked a game-winning home run with a beer and champagne hangover. So you know what? Rabbit Moranville, you continue to be the greatest player of all time in my book. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Terry absolutely does not want to follow a Rabbit Moranville story. His 5,618 put out there, still a record that will never be broken. Thank you, Rabbit Moranville.
Awesome story, Robbie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, still very gracious to be here at Almanac Brewing Company. And again, a story about my boss and baseball. I'm sitting here. This is still the rest of my Oktoberfest, but my next pour, Oktoberfest.
Oh, the audience is getting hostile, Brent.
Yeah, ooh, calm down there, calm down. Security over here in the front row. Security. You're out. You're gone. Anyway, I'm going to have on my next pour one of those magic IPAs, and their IPAs are absolutely wonderful. They don't taste like a true hoppy IPA. They're very light. They're very crisp. They just go down easy and taste nice. So try this stuff. It's so good. But back to my story with my boss. I get bored at work sometimes towards the end of my career there. And so I emailed my boss and said, or got on his, what do they call it? His meeting request. And I wanted to block out some time for him. So I picked the date. It was a Wednesday. And I blocked his whole day out saying we have a meeting between the me and the Braves. And so we went to the Braves game that Wednesday. I acquired seats in section 222 of the club level at Oracle Park. And this is like row 2. So we're just up the third base line, second row up in the club level. And Travis Ishikawa comes up to the plate. And I just had a premonition. I brought my glove because we're right there. This is before the nets. This is way before the nets. And I put my glove on. Travis Ishikawa takes the ball outside. And he takes a strike inside. Then he fouls one off, and he's a left-handed batter. He comes right up to the third baseline. Stuck my glove out. It stuck. Bam. Got it. And the crowd goes wild in our section. And I looked at it a little bit. I gave it to my boss. He looked at it a little bit. And I looked around. He gave it back. I looked around. And in the next section, there was a little boy with his mom and dad, and it looks like his littler brother. And so I tossed it over to him. Okay. He catches it. The crowd, bigger cheer. Doesn't stop there. Anyhow, we get done with the game. And by the way, that game, we had like 4 of them up in our section. It was the place to be. It was the hot corner at that game. So the game was over. Giants win. We were walking out of there. And the family comes over and says, "Excuse me, sir, can we get a picture of you and my son?" And I said, "Well, okay, sure." And they told me it's his very first baseball game here at San Francisco, and it's his birthday. And he got a bowl. And so, yeah, sure, we took the picture. So it always helps to give those baseballs away. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. All right. Robbie.
Amazing part. You actually caught a ball.
I caught one. It stuck. He hit it hard enough to stick. That was great. Yeah, it is.
All right.
I'm glad you didn't give the kid a beer.
That'll bring Terry up. It's his turn. Tiger, who has wanted to comment all night long, suddenly doesn't have a story. So
Hi, everybody. I just want to let you know about Almanac Beer. There are two locations, a little tight here. There are two locations, one here in Alameda that is 651B West Tower Avenue. That's our location today. And there's a new West Oakland Clubhouse.
Indeed.
Clubhouse. And that's on 1640 18th Street in Oakland,
Close
California.
to the Ballers Stadium.
Yes.
Indeed.
The Prescott Market.
Prescott Market, thank you. And I just wanted to let you know that Almanac is spreading their wings. Top of the order?
No.
Oh, what do you got, Robbie?
It is that time of the show where we are here live because of the graciousness of our good friends at micdup, and really the guy that got us on micdup in the first place, and sold this idea to these guys. I mean, you got to be a great salesman to sell this to somebody, right? And then not only sold them on the idea, also said, you could use us as an example of how easy it is for four dumbasses to do a show together. And somehow, after saying four dumbasses, we got six dumbasses. So
Wait, there's 9 dumbasses.
It's only 4 at a time, though.
So mic'd up, there's a number of great shows on here, not just ours. I mean, we are the leader, of course, but there are a number of great shows, and Rob is going to come up and talk to you about one or two of those right now. And thank you to mic'd up. We do love you guys.
All right.
Hey, mic'd up.
Thank you, everybody, for watching show 108 or 9.
The 100th anniversary special.
That's right. We have more shows than anybody else, but it's all about quantity, not quality. All right. If you are watching us live, you can communicate with us before and during the show. At the bottom of the screen, there is a microphone. Just tap that microphone and a clock will start for 30 seconds. You don't wait for the clock to finish its 30 seconds. You start talking immediately because you've got 30 seconds to tell us what you think. At the end of that, you can listen to what you said. If you like it, send it to us and we will play it live on the air. We've got a comment from Big Juicy we'll play in a little bit later to give you an example. But that's how you can interact with us on the show. Mic'd Up is a platform that is free. Go out, download the app from both the Android platform and the Apple platform. Doesn't cost you a dime, and you can listen to any of the content that's on the platform. There's shows from Rick Barry. There's shows from Bit Roberts. There's shows from our friends at Yankees Coast to Coast, who I'm sure right now are creating a show because their Yankees just beat the Red Sox 4-3 tonight to tie up the series 1-1. There's a show from John Rieger from the Florida Sports Hall of Fame where he will interview players and individuals who have entered the Florida Sports Hall of Fame. He just did a show last week with Mike Allstott, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneers fullback, who is a Hall of Famer in Florida, and did a show with them. It's a great interview if you listen to it online. Within the app, if you open up the app and you want to listen to this, our show is listed in the upcoming events. If you go to the right-hand side, you see all of the archived shows that have ever been done in the Mic'd Up platform, and you can listen to them and watch them for free. There's got to be 500 shows out there. So take a look. Really good content. We are a proof of concept. The folks at Mic'd Up are trying to sell into large sports organizations and teams. They will have some successes to be announced here in the near future. But until then, just keep watching us. I mean, it's a comedy show for an hour every week. You're going to be on Zoom with your friends anyway, so why don't you just be on Zoom with us here on micdup? Okay, thanks for joining us. All right, we're Robert. All right. JC is up next with his next story.
All right, folks. Mr. Landerman is always talking about Almanac beers and the fact that there are certain beers, including my favorite, personal favorite, and the first one I ever had, which is Almanac True Kolsch, that you can have more than one. And having more than one reminds me of the 1994 story about Wade Boggs, who's a Hall of Famer. He was flying from Boston to Los Angeles to play the Angels, and by his own count, he had 73 beers on that flight. People who were with him confirmed that once they got on the ground, he went to a club in Laguna Beach and had another 30 beers. So obviously, this is a beer that he could drink more than one of.
Talk about future is fluid, huh?
But he had to play the Angels the next game, and he went 2 for 3 with 2 doubles off of Mark Langston. Who says that beer is bad for you? Cheers. All right, who's up next, Robbie?
Oh, and Marty, once again, this dead air.
Marty.
All right.
Dead air is brought to you by Almanac.
All right.
Marty Brown.
All right. We're really hitting the dregs when they bring me back for a third time. And the dregs is that there's not much beer left. Which kind of reminds me that when your career is ending, the dregs kind of kick in, and it's not pretty. But reminds me of a time I was living in Las Vegas, and I really don't remember where I was, but I was flying back to Las Vegas on a Southwest Airlines flight.
Tell me more.
Thank you, I will. And what is unique about Southwest Airlines? They call it cattle car airlines, and because of first come, first serve.
Yes.
Right. Not a sponsor, but.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on the sitting there, and I got my seat, and I'm waiting for the plane, and they always say the plane is very full. Well, I gotta go back to the bar. I go back to the plane. And I look up, and there's this massive individual walking down the aisle. I mean, this guy was 6'6" at least, just huge shoulders, just a massive specimen of a specimen. I've been working on it.
Check Wikipedia on that one.
And I recognized it right away. It was Jose Canseco. What the hell is Jose Canseco doing on a Southwest flight? And the only the only seat left was the middle seat in the aisle right behind me, on the other side of the aisle. So I can literally see Jose Canseco's, and there's this massive frame sitting down in the middle seat right behind me. So I could turn around, and there he was.
Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco.
Aussie.
Who?
Twin brother.
Now, the funny part is this. The guy sitting next to him is one of those people that want to have a conversation. We want to talk. We want to get together. And Canseco's wants nothing to do with this clown until he breaks down the point and tells this clown on the aisle that he was a professional ball player. I mean, okay. The third string pitcher for Utana's, it was the third, but this is a legend. And here's the funny part. The jerk at the end wants to tell the rest of the plane he's sitting next to a baseball player. So here's this massive man. He played Major League Baseball. He had all these home runs, and I saw this guy just shrink. It was anywhere but here. Anywhere but, which is most of my point. Quite the opposite. I am honored to be here with these people at Almanac. Thank you very much. Good night.
Oh, he's tremendous.
Well, we're starting to wind down, I think, here. I think Webby and Brent both have another story each, so we'll bring one of them up before, as one of them is working their way up here, and if you've seen them walk before, this could take a while. Wow, look at that. I did want to give a shout out to my wife, Vonnie. Many of you have been watching the shows long enough to know.
Vonnie.
Yep, she's been battling cancer, and she's in recovery. She's doing great. Today was kind of a low energy day for her, so she couldn't be here. She wanted to be here for the show. So anyway, she did send a message in. Somebody mentioned Dodgers, and this was her message.
Boo.
Anyway, so that brings us up to speed on that. But shout out, she's a loyal fan, and I wish she could be here, but understand why she's not. She will be for the next 109 episodes. So with that, Teddy Bear, you're up.
Hey,
Vonnie.
Bonnie, get back here with us soon. I'm glad you're doing well. Good job. Good job. Well, the reason I'm out of beer is because yes. One of my favorite stories is we were down in San Diego playing a baseball tournament, and I think Robbie thinks this is his best baseball day ever. Ever. And I'm out of beer because we weren't drinking Almanac. It wasn't available down there. So we were drinking another one. But every time I pick up a Almanac True Kolsch, which is not available right now. Hint, hint, Almanac. Get it back on the menu because I'm out. Okay?
Those tanks right behind you.
One of those could be full of Kolsch.
None of them say Kolsch.
None of them say Kolsch. So, yeah, that's why I'm out of beer. They don't make the Kolsch. Anyhow, that's why. But we had an 8 o'clock game down in San Diego at a tournament, and we played the ball game. We came back to the hotel that we stay at. It's a very nice place out there by the pool. We went out there in dirty uniforms, trying to, get unsweaty to have a beer. It was probably 11:30 or so. We had an 8 o'clock game, so probably 11:30. We're done. We sit down. We have a beer. We start talking. We have another beer, and we keep talking. And we're having a good time. We're trading stories. We have another beer. Pretty soon, before we know it, the 11:30 game is done, and they're coming in back to the hotel. And oh wow, they're back. We better get something to eat. So we started eating burgers and whatever they served right next to it. It was a beautiful day. All the sailboats are out in front of us. The pool is there. Great girls out in the pool. We're having more beers. We're having burgers, and we're talking. We're having a great time. The 2:30 game ends. Here comes those guys. We're still there in our dirty uniforms in an 8 o'clock game. We're still talking. We're having a great time. We said, "Oh, we better get cleaned up for the banquet tonight because we got to go to this banquet." It was an absolute joy to be out there with some of these guys and others, and it was just fantastic. That's what baseball is all about. It's not much on the field. It's about the hang. It's all about the hang. So, thank you, fellas. Thank you, fellas. Rob, come up on here, Webby.
it up, buddy.
Wow. It's tough.
That was good. Oh, that story was okay. All right. Tom, my good friend Tom is here tonight. He and I like.
calls you an acquaintance.
Yes, Tom calls me an acquaintance. We love hazy IPA.
Why?
But according to Mr. Landerman over here, the Oakland Ballers Love Hazy IPA is the same product. Okay. Tom, if you want the Oakland Ballers Almanac Love Hazy IPA, you can get that right now. And that's in tribute to the Oakland Ballers independent baseball team that plays locally. Thinking of baseball players who are ballers, people that come to the game and just love the game. The Giants acquired a new outfielder. His name is Drew Gilbert, and he's like having your high school teammate on the team. This kid is a maniac on the field, and all he cares about is the fun that's happening during a Major League Baseball game where his team might win the game. It's like having a child on the bench, and it brings an enthusiasm to the Giants that they desperately needed. I know our Giants didn't make the playoffs this year, but there's hope for next year when you got guys like that on the team that care to an extent that I haven't seen in a long time. I mean, there's some clown-like antics going on in the dugouts when the Giants do something good, and it's fun to watch. And I can't wait till spring training next year when Drew Gilbert is a part of this team and he brings that enthusiasm to some of these old veterans that kind of need that extra push to get excited about the game and have fun again. Drew Gilbert's the guy, and the Oakland Ballers Love IPA is what reminded me of that. So I think that brings us to a close. I think Robbie's going to play a few of the call-ins. Before he does that, hey, Big Juicy,
Hang in there, buddy.
we're going to see you tomorrow at the hospital. We're ready to see you.
But Juicy.
Hang in there. Keep the spirit. We're there for you. See you tomorrow.
What a lovely tribute.
Who's playing us out?
Well, no, we gotta wrap up a couple of things.
No, wait a minute.
Oh.
What are you doing?
JC, you guys want to say something?
No, I thought we were playing us out.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet.
We're gonna do the,
We're not quite there yet.
We're not quite there.
We're not quite there. Everybody thinks they're a host until it comes time to push the buttons and talk. Yikes. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm drinking a Hugs Hefeweizen now, and if you got to know by now, if you watch the show, that we're kind of Giants-centric. We love baseball. We love everything about baseball, except for the Dodgers and Yankees. But we love baseball, but we are Giants fans for the most part, except for the lonely Cubs fan in our group. And when you drink a Hugs Hefeweizen, every single guy in the studio audience tonight and at home probably knows about the Buster Hugs. And the Buster Hugs came through every playoff win that the Giants had in the tens, the 2010s, every World Series, when Buster would run out and hug the pitcher after they would clinch a playoff series or a World Series. So the Buster Hugs Hefeweizen is what we got going here. So first off, we've talked a lot about Big Juicy tonight, and Big Juicy actually left us a call in.
Hey guys, wish I was with you there, drinking some great Almanac beer on beautiful Alameda, and I'll catch up with you next time, sometime soon. But in the meantime, enjoy, and I'll be watching you here, and have a good time tonight. Cheers.
All right. I kind of like the Sam Elliott thing Dave Hall's got going on there in his voice. That's pretty good. And then, all right, a teddy bear called into the show.
Oh, no.
Teddy Bear here, recording live from Almanac Brewery. Hey, you guys are absolutely great. Love the show. Love all you guys. And Big Juicy, please get better soon. Thanks.
All right. Hey, great show. A lot of fun. Look, if even when we're not here, Almanac is still a great place to come. So come visit the brewery. They now call it the Almanac Adventureland. And I think that's because they've got the big outside area. They've got the great indoor area. They've got cornhole. They've got video games. They've got pool tables. They've got pinball. They've got everything going on here. So come on out to the Adventureland and have a good time. Almanac's been great to us. Anyway, let's wrap it up, guys. Hey,
Yvonne,
cheers to a great show.
Yvonne, hang in there.
Yvonne, another Yvonne hanging there in the crowd. So, all right, I'm going to play us out. You'll probably hear us yapping during the song, but that, you know.
Highlights from Lowlifes. Highlights from Lowlifes.
Look.